If you like Tom Cruise, you should definitely watch our picks for his best movies.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell.
Tom Cruise is one of our greatest living movie stars, plain and simple. While the term movie star is used less and less in today's Hollywood landscape, Cruise remains a tremendous entertainer, a larger-than-life performer, an icon of the silver screen, truly.
I'm not a teacher. Just want to manage expectations.
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments and make sure to subscribe our channel. Number 10. Eyes Wide Shut. It may be one of the most bizarre films in Cruise's filmography, but no actor would turn down the chance to star in a Stanley Kubrick film, which turned out to be his last. Cruise plays Bill Harford, a doctor who witnesses an orgy at a country mansion, and the experiences provokes questions about sex to his young wife Alice. Alice's admission of a sexual affair prompts Bill to go on a sexual exploration of his own. The explicitness of the sex depicted in the film far exceeded anything that Cruise or Kidman had ever done, and although Eyes Wide Shut received mixed reviews, Eyes Wide Shut remains the artiest art film that Cruise has ever done. Number 9. Minority Report. If you know someone's about to commit a crime, can you punish them before they do it? That's the naughty question at the heart of Minority Report, which saw Cruise team up with the one and only Steven Spielberg for a gritty, noirish thriller with a lot on its mind. Cruise is John Anderton, an officer in the pre-crime unit of 2054, which uses the visions of three psychic siblings to proudly reduce the murder rate in Washington, D.C. to zero. But when his own face comes up as the unit's next criminal to catch, it throws the entire system, and Anderton's beliefs around it, into question. Number 8, The Color of Money. Released in the same year as the original Top Gun, this lesser-known Martin Scorsese banger is absolutely the former's equal in displaying the young Cruise's prodigious talent, captivating charisma, and cocksure confidence. His poolball wizard Vince simply cannot help showing off, broadcasting his considerable skills with a cue for all to see, even if it means imploding the hustling scheme he's cooked up with Paul Newman's veteran Fast Eddie. The pool sequences are electrifying and all-out Scorsese cinematic, and an early example of Cruise dedicating himself to learning new skills for his art. Number 7. Collateral. Sleek and cool but also sociopathic and callous, Cruise has rarely been more controlled as he rides around in the back of Max's taxi, dispensing hot takes and hotter lead to victims, but it's in the way he slowly, painstakingly depicts the way Vincent loses control as the night begins to run away from him that's so impressive. He really should play more grade A shits. Silver-haired, super-focused, and stalking through the shadows of an LA night, Cruise's Vincent is one of the actor's great assholes, a tunnel-visioned assassin who drags Jamie Foxx's reluctant and good-natured cabbie, Max, into a night of murderous mayhem, Michael Mann style. Number 6. Top Gun, Maverick. A sequel 36 years in the making, besieged by pandemic-induced release date delays, with a brand new writer and director on board, and the follow-up to one of the most beloved action movies of a generation, Top Gun, Maverick had a lot to prove. Incredibly, it soars higher, faster and even more full-throttle than anyone could have predicted. Returning to the cockpit with decades of experience in pushing the boundaries of action filmmaking, Cruise, mission collaborator Christopher McQuarrie and director Joseph Kosinski deliver aerial acrobatics that will leave you awestruck. Number 5. Mission Impossible, Fallout. Frankly, multiple spots in a list of Tom Cruise's greatest movies could be filled by Mission Impossible films. To do so would perhaps overwhelm the sheer variety of the rest of his career, but in a way, Mission is Cruise's career. With each passing entry, the saga became a stunt-filled action masterclass in which its leading man goes to greater and greater lengths to bring visceral thrills to the masses. The Cruise-Christopher McQuarrie partnership continues to be a perfect marriage, the writer-director helping marry action and story beats to the stunts with style and propulsive pace. This is peak Mission, and Number 4, A Few Good Men. Among all the Tom Cruise legal thrillers of the 90s, A Few Good Men stands tallest. His Lieutenant Daniel Coffey, a naval lawyer more interested in baseball than his own cases, begins the film as a smarmy pencil pusher, but that all changes when he's handed the case of a Marine killed in Guantanamo Bay, and discovers corruption in the armed forces that will all too easily be covered up. It's up to him and fellow lawyers Joanne Galloway and Sam Weinberg to prove what really happened in a court of law, facing up to Jack Nicholson's fearsome Colonel Jessup in the process. It's one hell of an ensemble cast, but Cruise drives it all. Number 3. Magnolia. As legend has it, Paul Thomas Anderson wrote the part of Frank D.J. Mackey for Cruise after visiting him on Stanley Kubrick's demanding Eyes Wide Shut set, and deciding that the actor needed to let loose. What fun Cruise would have as Mackey. This cocksure, cock-respecting self-help sex guru struts and shouts and thrusts. Yes, there's all of that. But Magnolia is a heavy film, and Cruise, as Mackey comes undone and reunites with his estranged father Earl, really falls apart, the slick showbiz veneer crumbling as years of emotion burst out. Sitting by his dying dad's bedside, Mackey, away from Cruise's signature grin, away from the big stunts, his unbridled humanity, shaking. Number 2. Edge of Tomorrow. One of the biggest blockbuster surprises of 2014, Edge of Tomorrow, gave us a different shade of Cruise's action star. His Lieutenant William Cage is a smarmy, cowardly PR guy when we meet him, only growing into an elite soldier through the repetitive, Groundhog Day-inspired, video game-esque nature of Doug Liman's explosive sci-fi thriller. Teaming up with steely warrior Rita, Cage must live through his final 2 days over and over, picking up skills and learning from his multiple deaths in order to stop the invasion of some big bad aliens. Cruise's chemistry with Blonde is endlessly compelling, the strength of her character and his star power making them feel like equals on screen. Number 1. Jerry Maguire. Like many Cruise films, Jerry Maguire has got so many memorable moments and one-liners that they've almost become more famous than the film itself. But the brouhaha over, "You complete me," or "Show me the money," masks one of Cruise's best, and most emotional, films. Meshing perfectly with writer-director Cameron Crowe. It's cute and charming as hell, especially when Jerry is falling in love with his former secretary Dorothy, but there's a bite here that's often overlooked, with a seemingly happy ending that may be nothing more than a sticking plaster over a fairly gaping wound. Still, Cruise and Cameron will have you at, "You had me at hello."